To me, Desert Storm was like a firecracker that fizzled. A long-awaited confrontation that lasted maybe the span of 3 days sputtered out in an impotent surrender by amateur Iraqi forces. That is how I saw it anyway. If the United States went into Kuwait to defend freedom and secure our supply of oil through warfare, why not bloody it up real good and assassinate the instigator? I felt bloodied, and part of me had died in the storm. I have the hidden scars to prove it. I never hung a yellow ribbon on my door or fence post like my next door model Marine wife neighbor. I did not plant a flagpole in my front yard. I was not a patriot, but I was doing my part. I sacrificed time with my husband and experienced the stress of the unknown. I watched for death's angel. Jack and I prepared perfunctory wills when he left and forgot about them when he returned. I was bitter, even hateful of the wartime experience. I never wore my husband's rank, pretending to be a captain or major in status, and I had no respect for women that did. Frankly, I had no respect for authority in general. I was a Marine wife by association only. I married a Marine, but I had isolated myself from that world, and now I needed it to keep tabs on where my husband was. There was no internet access then, no cell phones connecting us through the miles of cyberspace. The role of Marine wife did not define me, and I failed to emulate whatever model may have existed. I drank. I shot pool and got pretty good at it. I flirted. I disappointed my parents and siblings, or so I thought. I disappointed myself in how I handled my lot. I was not around when phone calls came in from overseas. But I looked up at the stars at night and thought about him thinking of me, looking at the same sky. I wrote letters out of love and anger. I read and saved war articles from the Los Angeles Times. I watched CNN for minute-to-minute reports of foreign and American troops lining up on a desert chessboard. And then I quit watching. I stayed in contact with Jack's family. I hosted a dinner or two for company wives. I raked the dirt. I had 2 of the only trees in the desert, and I watered them, refreshed by the sound of deciduous leaves catching a breeze in 100 degrees of heat. On Sunday mornings, I drove to Joshua Tree National Monument, just up the road, and read the newspaper, drinking my personal bottle of Sunday brunch champagne alone. My loneliness was rewarded by the companionship of the howling winds as they siphoned through mountain passes, encapsulated in desert grit. Wind and dirt filtered through my window frame crevices at night, rattling the aluminum mini blinds. On a wooden fence post in the front yard, a black and gray roadrunner stood like a desert sentinel, alternating his view between the mountainous horizon and me. He was an alien to me, just like my surroundings, and he shared no resemblance to the robins or cardinals I had been used to seeing back east. He was not ugly, but he was not the cartoon character I had grown up with on Sunday mornings either, beeping as he outwitted the conniving coyote, speeding through an animated desert, leaving behind a puff of comic strip smoke. He was quiet, with terse, spiky feathers and wild black eyes. The black quill plume on his head rose and sank as he surveyed the landscape that included me. I think we stared at one another, or at least I had fixed my gaze on him between rolling tears and gulps of alcoholic effervescence, half out of wonder, the other half in disbelief. I wanted my husband, and it slowly dawned on me that another faraway desert, and this conflict, or war, or whatever the hell it was, separated us after we had just completed a 9-month separation, Jack in Okinawa, me in New Orleans. I wanted what I had not had for almost a year. Him, his body, and intimacy. I wanted to be made love to. And even something as commonplace as companionship, what I thought was common, those were the things I wanted, the ingredients of a spicy marriage brew. I had sacrificed time with Jack, given away a year of our marriage to finish my MBA at Tulane. I had begun my degree the day after our honeymoon and confirmed with Jack that I would finish school no matter where the Marines took him. I would not follow him until I was done. Maybe I had made selfish choices. My decision separated us for the last 9 months of my schooling, and now the call of a government to a part of the world I did not recognize made choices for us that I had not anticipated when I chose to marry a Marine. We had sacrificed our union to each other in response to promises we had made and oaths taken but not fully understood. It seemed as though tragedy loomed, and at night, when desert winds threw sand against the bedroom window, I had only the darkness and cold metal of our brass bed available to my touch.
Ladies and gentlemen, please join us for a short intermission, and then we will resume